husband's infidelity. Hercules is perhaps the most famous Greek hero, a figure particularly important in Greek mythology. Even in his infancy, Hercules is endowed with extraordinary strength. Hera sends deadly serpents to his cradle, and Hercules strangles them both.
Many of the Greek heroes did in fact have one divine parent and one mortal parent. More generally, a hero was a man of more than normal strength, who was somehow marked out for a life of achievement, but also a life of enormous difficulty. They were very difficult to integrate into society precisely because of their great capacities.
The vengeful Hera continues to pursue her husband's illegitimate son throughout his life, periodically driving him into fits of anger and madness. Deeply regretting the murders and other crimes he commits during these fits, Hercules undertakes great tasks of repentance, often the killing of tyrants and monsters. At the end of his life, Hercules is granted immortality and taken by his father Zeus to live with him on Mount Olympus. And thus, the story of Hercules may have paved the way for the Apostle Paul, who brought word of a new faith to the Greeks centuries later.
They had a story of a son of God, Hercules, who suffered and died and then went through an apotheosis, himself went up to Olympus. And so the story of another son of God who suffered and died and went to heaven would not be all that unfamiliar. In the same way, the notion that a God could take on human form and look exactly like one of us was completely acceptable to a pagan Greek audience. And so early Christianity proceeded in Greece and struck roots in Greece quite easily.
Not quite a Christ figure, but elements of that, because it was someone who their toil and suffering and labor and loyalty achieved divinity.